Greyhawk Grognard here. If you like the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified. You know, all that other good stuff that all the channels say. And feel free to visit my blog and my Patreon. Links are down below. Now, enjoy the show. Hey everybody, Greyhawk Grognard here, and I've got something special today. It's a quick little mini review of a new product that I've just received in the mail yesterday. This is the Living Room, which is originally by Rob Kuntz, and this new version is published by the Legends of Role Playing, which is a relatively new outfit headed by Paul Stormberg. And the obvious comparison is between this version, which is, like I say, very new, and the original version, which I happen to have, of course, which was originally published by Pied Piper Publishing, which was Rob's company back in at least 2007 when this was originally published. So let me just go through the original real quick, and then we can point out the improvements in the new one. The original is just a series of loose sheets. It's all in black and white. It's got a nice little map and such. The only illustration is this lovely cover by I believe that's Jim Holloway, if I'm not mistaken. And it's got a let's see, 7 pages plus the OGL, and it's a very inventive place. It's a single room encounter meant to be plugged into any kind of dungeon that you'd like to. And I've had it. I actually included a place for it in my own Castle of Mad Archmage, so you can, if you had this, you could plug that in. But I haven't really run it myself as is, but I have looked through it extensively. Now let me move on to the new one, and as you can see, obviously the production value is much higher. It comes with a separate booklet and a separate cover, which also has it's bright. Has a nice 3 different maps in here, and that's kind of one of the big points, is that it's no longer just a single set piece room encounter. There are now 3 different areas. There's the living room itself. There's something called the study, which is kind of along the same lines as the living room, and then there's something called the mind maze, which is again kind of like the same sort of thing. The booklet that comes with it is much larger to reflect the fact that it's a much enhanced set of encounters. It's 32 pages long. It's got a lot of nice little artwork. That original cover piece is from the old one is repeated here. Other bits of artwork are scattered throughout, which is kind of nice. I see some stuff here by Darlene, and some other things that I don't recognize. Adam, whoever that is, it looks pretty good. And on the whole, the production values are there's no contest. This just blows the Pied Piper version away. And it's got that nice old school blue for the maps, which I always love. Now, one of the things about the living room itself and the other 2 encounters in here is they are really dense encounters. There is a lot of information in every little bit of each one. So if you're going to run this, you really have to read through this carefully. You have to understand exactly how everything fits together, how the players are supposed to get from one place to another, and how then they can get back. What happens if this happens in this room? It's going to have impacts over here. This is definitely not a module that you can just pick up off the shelf and just kind of dive right into. You really need to read this carefully before you try to run it, and that's not a bad thing. That's that is just the nature of it, and it's kind of reminiscent of the old school nature of what it is. Back in the day, that's how encounters were. When it wasn't just some random encounter with some orcs. The real set piece encounters were really fiddly and really complicated, and you had to do a lot of things. You see this a lot in things like Temple of Elemental Evil or Hidden Shrine of Tharizdun. Forgotten Shrine of Tharizdun, Forgotten Temple of Tharizdun. Yeah, I'll get that right eventually. Where you have to do a lot of things in very specific orders to get into other places, and the living room is, and beyond the living room is a perfect example of that sort of thing. There's special effects of the different things in the rooms, and the spells work differently. And there's, if you blow this certain thing up, then all kinds of things happen in other places. So the DM really needs to get into this. But that said, I would highly recommend this for anybody who is an aficionado of Greyhawk in general, especially the old school Greyhawk that Gygax and Kunst did back in the day. It's got just on a physical level, it's a gorgeous thing. It's for levels 5 through 8, but it can be kind of scaled up a little bit by adding a few little things here and there. It comes with some pre-gen characters. It's it's got all kinds of great stuff. Jeff D obviously did the cover here, which is really cool. So on the whole, I would absolutely recommend getting Beyond the Living Room as a kind of a window into what the original Castle Greyhawk was like back in the day. And I will put a link to where to get it in the description below. So hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please, feel free to go to my Patreon, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, go to the blog, all the other good stuff that you know what to do. So thanks again. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.